the FBI. The FBI situation, like this is one of the things was interesting to me because, especially out during election season, even some of the people I talked to personally, you know what I'm saying, was just always talking to me. Like, man, I just want to know, like, why did you, you know what I'm saying, what do you have against Trump or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people, about 90% of the people always said, man, January 6th, bro. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? How can we be something that January 6th? And I tried to tell him, I was like, look, you know, I think I'm a conspiracy theorist. I told him, I think I said on the pod as well, I remember seeing video and seeing people standing in front of the door of the Capitol of security and people, they just letting people in. Like literally, like they just sitting there and they just letting them in. Oh, no, bro, da 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 da. So now with this whole FBI informants, I think it's called Human, let me read it here. Let me see. So we got the FBI informants told government January 6th. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know if y'all can read. I tried to look at it the last time when it was, you know, on a rerun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you can read it that much on the live or not. I'm not sure, but it looked clear to me.
Right.
It looked clear to me on the thing. So if y'all can't, you know, follow it is what it is. So, all right, it says, all right, the FBI should have done more to gather intelligence before the Capitol riot, according to a watchdog report Thursday that also said no undercover FBI employees were on the scene January 6, 2021, and none of the Bureau's informants was authorized to participate. The DOJ, but it's the Department of Justice Office of Inspector General, released a review nearly 4 years after the event that rattled the foundations of American democracy, which we all know what that is. That was, you know, the January 6th, everybody blamed, you know, Trump for, you know, doing what he do. And he said, while in scope, it revealed that at least 23, that's what it's called, confidential human sources, CHSs, were working for the FBI prior to the incident. So, okay. Kind of to dissect this a little bit, going through the whole thing too, it was 26 in all, but I think they said 23 informers were authorized to enter the Capitol, and most of them were involved in illegal acts. You know what I'm saying? Illegal acts, whether you want to say someone was wearing Trump stuff, you know what I'm saying, having the stuff, you know, trying to make it look like it was, you know what I'm saying, something that it wasn't. And so, like I said, it's exposure season, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been saying this for a long time now, literally all year. Seems like every week. You know what I mean? And so this is, to me, and this is just a little bit of it, so it's not even a total detailed report right now, but this is more evidence, as we saw, if you remember 6 months ago or so, where Mark Zuckerberg came out about Facebook and that he was kind of bullied into, you know what I'm saying, what you call it, like blocking out people with certain information, especially when you talk about the bang bang and stuff like that. So this is just another piece this I think puts a lot of stuff into perspective when it comes to January 6th, and that we need to, you know, look at this a little different, man. But what you gotta say about this right before I get back in?
I mean, dude, first of all, you know, I don't trust the government. I don't trust the FBI. I don't trust the CIA. I don't trust none of them niggas. It's like saying, JB, I don't like you, but your right hand is cool. You know what I'm saying? JB, I can't stand you, but you know your left foot is amazing. I mess with your kneecap though, bro. Like they are all a part of now. Sometimes they fight each other.
Yeah.
Just like some people, you know you're not supposed to be eating that piece of cake, but you fight against yourself. You know you need to exercise, but you fight against yourself.
This is true.
Sometimes some of those branches fight against each other. But when it all boils down to it, when everything comes to light, and again, history has proven, all we got to do is go back. When you look at Watergate, oh, they didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay, well, it was them, but it wasn't the president. Oh, okay, well, they told him after the fact. Oh, so he was aware of it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so history has proven that no matter what, like when you do certain things, when certain things go on, Everybody at the top knows. The question is just how complicit are you? All right, the question is, are you turning a blind eye to it, or are you an active participant? And everything, like I said, for years we find out, oh no, the FBI wasn't looking at King and Malcolm X and the Black Panthers, and no, they actually had COINTELPRO going on. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, again, my whole on two things can be true. Mm-hmm. Donald Trump did not tell anybody to go physically storm the Capitol, but he also did not come and speak out against it. Case in point, when the assassination attempt was made, one of the things, and I don't fool with Moneybag Joe, but what he did say is that was a deplorable act. It should not be tolerated, regardless of your political party. Like, again, we got sons. If your son do something fucked up, you're not gonna not love your son. But you might come out and be like, hey, he shouldn't have robbed that store.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have shot that person.
You talking about when he pardoned his son?
No.
Are you talking about something else?
No. I'm saying.
Okay.
I was just talking about how he spoke out
I
against
guess.
when the assassination attempt happened against Trump.
Okay.
He actually said that was a deplorable act. That type of behavior should not be tolerated. That's not what we should be doing. So regardless of, even if he didn't mean it, he said it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, the thing that a lot of people, I think, no, Trump didn't say, hey, y'all, storm the Capitol. He didn't say that. But you know what to say to push people buttons. Like, we all watched The Sopranos. You remember in season 2 when Tony's mom was trying to get Uncle Junior to kill him? She never said kill him.
Yeah.
She was just saying, if you're the boss, I don't know how you could tolerate that. If it wasn't your nephew, I don't even want to say what would happen. Mm-hmm. And so Uncle Junior is now like, are you telling me I gotta do that? That's my own flesh and blood. She never said come out and kill Tony, but you know how to point, you know how to allude to it.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. He never said do it, but he insinuated that if they're going to steal this election from us, quote unquote, then we can't stand for that. It's something that needs to be done to show them that we're not going to tolerate having the election stolen from us. Right. And so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm not going to, well, what's the movie? Again, Batman. You remember Two-Face, the Joker in there with Two-Face? Yeah. And he gave him the gun? He didn't tell him what to do with it. He said, here you go. You whatever you feel is best. Yeah. And that's all, like, that's what manipulation is. Like, sometimes it's not telling people what to do, but it's getting you to do what I want you to do without actually saying that. And so now, if I don't agree with it, if it's deplorable, if it's despicable, then come out and say, look, yes, I feel like the election was stolen. I feel like it was rigged. I feel like all of these people were colluding. However, this is not the way. We are still one country. This is not the way to do that.
And he did that day.
What exactly did he say? What was his exact
I
words?
can look it up.
Because he said they were heroes.
No. That was another incident. He said.
No, he said he said those people were heroes.
Nah, that was
look it up. What exactly did he say?
I look. It's may take a minute, but
okay, I want to know exactly what he said.
He came back out either later that day or the next day. Was like what you said, but it was like this is not the way. He didn't want anybody to get hurt. I think a couple families passed or whatever like that. You know what I mean? So he did say that. I can see specifically what he said.
I want because he did not come out and say that this is. I do not support this. I do not stand with that. That is not what I meant. Yeah. Now you might say I didn't want nobody to die, but that ain't saying no. You shouldn't have done that. Y'all are wrong. I don't. If you did that in my name, like disown me. I don't want no part of that. Don't put my name on it. Yeah. He didn't say that.
No, he didn't say
and
all
that's
that.
What I'm saying. You're not going to say that.
But just like you're saying, he alluded to not saying.
I don't want nobody to
go
die.
Right. Hold on, let me finish. He didn't say not to go to Riot, just like you said. But just like he didn't say the exact words that you said, but he alluded to this is what he was talking about. So if you use it on this side, saying that he didn't say go do something. But then he said in other words, like, look, this not cool. I don't vouch for this.
He didn't say that.
No, he alluded to, whether he said it verbatim, he alluded to it, just like you said.
If somebody does some crime in your name, you cannot allude to an apology or disowning the action. You got to come out and say I ain't had nothing to do with that.
But he didn't do the crime.